Philadelphia. I was in Baltimore, Maryland, in just a couple of weeks ago. I am told that in Baltimore, Maryland, which has a very high crime rate, which has a horrendous murder rate, that almost 10% of the population of that city is addicted to heroin. So in other words, what you're talking about, everything is related to everybody else. You're not going to get a handle on the crime problem unless you get a handle on the drug problem. All right? You're not going to get a handle on the drug problem, I think, unless we deal with some economic issues and we deal with the despair and the hopelessness that a lot of people are feeling. You know? So parents and teachers got a shot at it. If we can say to kids, look, you got an educational opportunity, there are great jobs out there, there's a great life out there for you if you do A, B, and C and stay in school, but when you don't have that hope and that opportunity, then I think drugs and an immediate fix at a high becomes a more appealing alternative. All right, let's stay on drugs for a few more minutes, and then we'll get to other subjects. Yes, ma'am, right here, stand up. You've got a mic coming to you. Just turn around and face the folks.
I hate talking on the mic. Anyways, I was embarrassed to talk at first because I am Sabrina Schrader's sister. So it's really embarrassing because I'm not involved in things she is. I actually was pretty smart as a teenager. We both went to different high schools. We both was involved in Upward Bound program and a bunch of other programs. I made good grades. I was involved in sports. Well, I got on drugs not by a doctor. It was by kids that we were hanging around, and they wasn't getting it by doctors either. There's a lot of people, that are drug dealers that brings it out of state. They go pick it up and bring it out, and you just try it. You don't know what it's going to do to you. There was drugs that I tried, and it scared me. Then there was drugs that I liked, and I kept doing it. I never knew nothing about addiction. I didn't know that you could get addicted. I ended up getting married to a drug dealer. It ruined my life. Sorry. I had 2 children. We got in some trouble. He caught charges, and I took the rap for it. Well, I went to prison for 2 years because I wouldn't tell on him. Well, I smartened up while I was there. I got my GED because I quit my senior year to be with him. I did get my GED. I did take a lot of classes. I got a lot of certifications. I went to school to be a veterinarian, and I was smart enough to do it. I am a felon. It was an attempt to commit a felony, but it's still a felony. I have a couple tickets on me. I've changed my life around. I've been sober for years. I've been doing good. And I could be like other people who's on drugs and say, you know what, screw it. I can't get my kids back. I can't get a job. I can't get my license back to get a car. Why don't I just keep doing drugs? And, there was times when I was sitting in jail that I thought that I would just come out and give up. But I didn't. I had a couple people in my life, my boyfriend and my sister. She talked to me the whole time that I was in jail when we never even had a relationship. I went and spoke with the cop about dropping the ticket. I even brought her with me. But I guess where I'm a felon, and he said, I know her, since I'm known, he wouldn't drop the ticket. We went back and asked him. He said he would call. Nobody's ever called. I can't get a job, and I don't have the money to pay the tickets to even start out in life, to try to go to college to be a nurse, to see if a judge will sponge my record. So what is it about how do you get second chances to trying to turn your life around? And it is hard not to turn back to everybody putting things in your face. I stay to myself. I have no friends whatsoever, because I'm scared I'm going to fall back into that world. If I had a job or if I had things that I could do, places you could go, it would be a lot easier. Thank you.
That's not easy to say publicly. Thank you very much for your courage.